Right now, I feel like there is so much focus on the Botox, the fillers, the facelifts, that kind of anti-aging. But no one talks about the anti-aging effects of going to the gym, the physical aspects of the body. Like, I don't get it. Like, for me, I would rather have a few more wrinkles on my face than a saggy bum. The best form of anti-aging for your body is to get yourself to the gym. The best form of anti-aging for your well-being is to eat healthy. To be honest, I don't even like the term anti-aging, you know. I'm in no way saying that, like, plastic surgery is bad. I'm not against plastic surgery. I'm not against beauty treatments, none of that. I mean, look at me. I'm all about the transformation. I love a glow up. I have a whole channel based on it, right? But I think the glow up should come from a place of longevity, self-preservation, and trying to improve the quality of your life and make you feel better, look better. Make those decisions that are going to help you to function your very best for a long time. I've always said and always wanted to have Naomi Campbell legs when I'm a senior citizen. And it's just what I always wanted. I really believe in starting to work out young because this is what I did. When you start working out from young, even if it's not particularly to change the way you look, it's just to get into the routine. You have that routine, the muscle memory, not even just in the actual muscles, but in your brain, like in your mind, like your brain has muscle memory. So that when you're older, let's say you do stop going for a while, you go back to it and it's like, you know, you're going back to what you did when you were younger and you feel it. Even if it's not necessarily going to the gym, but like even like a sport, a lot of the times, like a lot of people will think, oh yeah, like I want to get back into exercising. I haven't exercised in a while. What did I love when I was younger? What did I do in sports when I was, 13? And they go back to that and they practice that again. You know, my friend just started a netball club. She absolutely loved netball when she was in school. I mean, I also loved it as well. But yeah, because she loved it, she started it again. And because so many other people did netball in school, so many other people have joined the group. I once got a comment asking me, when should a kid or a teenager start working out? And I said 13. Suddenly, I'm a bad influence. Suddenly, I'm trying to make children hate their bodies or whatever. It's just ridiculous. I said this because it's it's literally facts. Like, they're just facts that I'm just regurgitating and giving to you on a plate. Also, another point, not every school has a lot of sport. Not every school has a lot of equipment even. I've seen schools where the tennis rackets have holes all in them. I've always thought about this. Literally, it's the mindset that has gotten me to where I am now. And I'm very happy with how I am now. I became a model like this, an influencer now. And if I didn't do all of that, I wouldn't be where I am now. Have I made mistakes? Yes, but it's pretty much why I'm making this video, right? Like, I want to push the message of longevity, of taking care of yourself, of thinking about how you want to look and feel in the future, not just now, coming into your own, like really thinking about your future self and not just like the quick fixes, not hopping off on random trends or like doing whatever, this celebrity is rumored to have been doing. If you don't believe me, you can go on TikTok and literally search up BBL disasters, search up eating disorder problems, all these things, right? All those types of things, the BBLs, the eating disorders, that kind of stuff, are like aesthetics by any means necessary and never about the health and never about feeling good. And if it's not about the health, about feeling good, and then the aesthetics, what is the point? Obviously, there are deeper reasons why people might have eating disorders as well. So disclaimer on that, but you know what I mean. I'm pretty much just trying to say, if you're on a glow up journey, particularly a physical glow up journey, you have to be on a health journey too. You have to be in the right mindset, coming from the right place to be able to prioritize your health first over everything. As in number one, like before you make decisions or when you are making decisions, you think, is that good for my health? Because that is the number one first way of taking care of yourself. And it is your responsibility to take care of yourself. No one else's, No one else is going to take care of you the way you take care of you. Whenever you're making any decision, with anything even, right? Always ask yourself, what is going to make the most sense for the long-term outcome? And then instead of making decisions out of desperation for the here and now, quick fixes, you will make the right decision. I was actually going to make a video today about like amino acids and protein synthesis, how to like get the balance of protein right, how to know how much protein you need to eat, blah, 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 right? But then I just thought like sometimes you can get really caught up in the research and knowing the information and finding all of the information and that kind of stuff, right? But if you're not truly connected to the overall goal, it's not going to work. And it's very easy to lose yourself in little random specifics of like, oh, how I should do this and this and that and that and that, and completely lose the actual real goal. The information, the specifics, all important, right? Those are things, to be honest, those are things you can even Google. Eventually you'll find it. But the how is not how you start. The how is what comes after the why. You need to know why you're doing something before you start figuring out how. You have to get very clear on it before you start, or else once you start, you kind of get wishy-washy and wavy and start making up excuses, and then comes the stop, you know, like you might start deciding, oh yeah, like actually this is not that important really, I'm just gonna have my third slice of cake. And then when you eat the third slice of cake, you're like, oh, actually it is important, I shouldn't have eaten that. And then you get annoyed at yourself, you know, you start to feel bad and the cycle starts again and again. But you got to know your why. Obviously you can have an aesthetic reason why, but you need to have a deeper reason why, a deeper reason to motivate you for the long term. And I just thought to myself, you know what, if I'm healthier, then I can prolong the time that I get to live, you know, fit, healthy, vibrant, fun. I swear, I remember seeing this woman. She used to run in the park near my house, and she would be in these like little short shorts. I'm sure this lady was 50 something, 60, and she would run with her dog in the park. And I just thought, I know people who are literally probably the same age as her who, you know, struggle with mobility in general, right? So this lady, I always just thought, wow, I want to be her. She had the best legs as well. She had the really cute dog, and I just thought, this is the life. Gorgeous legs and a cute dog. That was my why, and I think it's a really important why. It could be your why, but if it's not, you have to really think about what is your why. For some people, maybe genetically, they might have, you know, something that an illness that runs in their family. Obviously for me, in my family, there's anemia, there's diabetes, so I have even more incentive for me to want to, you know, eat healthy. If you don't find your bigger why, your bigger health goal as to why, the cycle is unlikely to stop. You need to decide for yourself that healthy is the way going forward. And literally, if you're watching this video and you're eating a packet of Doritos right now, you need to put either throw it out or put it down on the floor, draw a line, step over the line, and then decide, okay, so before that line, everything before the line and the Doritos are my past, and in front of this line, where I am now, is my future. And this future is the side of balance, of growth, of health, of vitality. Everything before is, you know, the past self, you know. It was okay for a while, but it's time to move on. It doesn't even have to be food. Whatever your toxic habit is, right? It can be many different toxic habits. It can be many different things that are affecting your health. Wherever it is, right? You might have been doing that yesterday. You might have been doing that this morning. Again, you might be eating the Doritos right now, but you can stop this moment. Literally freeze, stop, and decide from now on, things are going to be different. Literally, you can just decide it because you said so. And it's done. And obviously balance, right? But this is still the new you. We start fresh, clean. Again, it's about taking care of yourself in general. Even things like skin, right? Your skin is the largest organ in your body, technically, right? It's an organ. You should be taking care of it. And yeah, there is a aesthetic element to that, right? That is the main thing people think. There's also a health element. Again, the largest organ in your body. Even feet. Do you take care of your feet? Like, obviously, you don't have to go and get like expensive pedicures. You can do it at home. But pedicures aren't just to look good. Like calluses, ingrown nails, they are a thing. And they can create problems. Literally, they might be the most important body part in terms of usage. We only have one of each organ and one of each body, well, we have 2 feet actually. We have two of some. But what I'm trying to say is we have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of what we have, because this is the only body that we get, and we want to take care of it the best way possible. I told you before, actually, my physical state, as in the way I looked, did not change until I changed my mindset about my health. You've got to address like the root cause of problems as well, right? I've seen so many people talk about shedding hair or brittle nails, or like just the hair not looking so great. And instead of really thinking about, maybe it's my diet, maybe it's my nutrition, maybe I need some protein, maybe I need some vitamin D, maybe I need B12, whatever, right? So I'm thinking about those things. They're thinking about, okay, let me buy a new shampoo, like a hair thickening shampoo. And every like a few weeks, they're buying a new hair thickening shampoo. Or the brittle nails, right? They're just going and getting acrylics to like hide them. You know, these things, not great. I mean, even for me, right? I have iron issues. Like I have low levels of iron naturally. For a long time, I swear I was tired 24/7. And then I would stop and ask myself like, why am I so tired all the time? Why am I always so cold? And actually, to be honest, I never even asked myself why. I just noticed these things like, oh, I'm always cold. Oh, and I just thought, oh, this is me. But I just wasn't really being on it with my iron. I wasn't taking my supplements, or if I did, I would take them for about 2 weeks. And then for 3 months, I would not take them. And then I would start 2 weeks again. Like just not consistent at all. Just here and there when I felt like it. I never even tried with my diet. This was the main problem I had. I wasn't really on it with my diet. I wasn't making the meal plans. I was pretty much living life on like low power mode, like halfway through, just not really feeling the energy that I have. And I naturally have a lot of energy. Like I'm a very energetic person. But yeah, no. When I decided to actually take things seriously, actually take my supplements regularly, and actually make myself proper meal plans, specifically to address my iron deficiency, that is when I started to feel normal again. That is when I started to feel 100%. It was like, you know, when you're living like that for a long time, or when you're like not, you're so used to it, and then when like the veil gets lifted, it's like, oh, this is what it actually is supposed to feel like, you know? I'm not supposed to just feel tired all the time. And I'm not supposed to feel, you know, weak or feel cold, even though I still feel cold most of the time. But yeah, the main criticism that I can get sometimes is that I'm creating superficial content. And I feel like it's good to kind of like explain why I might make certain videos. You might think, oh, this is superficial. You know, the very most important thing to me is health, and that should be the priority, the most important, the number one. Because if you sort out your health, or you sort out your lifestyle, that is how things naturally fall into place. That's how I've made a lot of my videos about, specifically about changing behavior, lifestyle, routine. But if you are truly struggling with a specific insecurity and you want to improve on it, or just improve on yourself in general, I think you're allowed to look at something aesthetic and think, hey, I want to make a difference. Because it does, not all the time, right? Sometimes you fix something, or, you know, improve something, and you just look for another one, look for another one. That's another thing, right? It's another totally other thing. Can go more into like body dysmorphia. But for the majority of people, for the average person, if you have one specific insecurity that you want to really feel more confident about, it will make a lot of people feel better in their skin just to make those improvements. And of course, at the end of the day, our looks aren't that important. Our family is still going to love us. Friends are still going to love us. We're still going to be the same person regardless of our looks. But it's not for other people. It's for you. It's for yourself. And I think it's valid. Like people's feelings are valid. If you want to have, you know, a slimmer face or more toned arms, I think that's completely valid. And if I have a way, or if I have, you know, an experience, or, you know, the knowledge to share, then I will share, you know. I want to erase this idea of like, you know, I woke up looking this way, and I woke up, you know, with bad genes or something like that, and then everyone else just woke up perfect, or all these other people just woke up with perfect hair and perfect skin and perfect this and perfect that. when it's not the case for the majority of people. The majority of people will actually work hard to take care of themselves, and they might not necessarily share all the things that they do. I think we have this culture on social media. I don't want to blame social media because I love social media. I'm here on social media. But I just think that there is this culture of, look at me, I have this, but not really showing like exactly the hard work it takes to get there. And then also like the behind the scenes. I remember I used to always see like really famous models, right, who would like post themselves eating like pizza and then like, you know, sweets and crisps and all that kind of stuff all the time, and then be like, oh, look what I eat. And it's like, okay. And then when someone asks them like, oh yeah, so how did you, you know, what's your diet? Like, what was it like? So they're like, oh yeah, just listen to your body and you know, give your body what it wants. I mean, that might be helpful advice for some people, right? But for a lot of people, it's not. And for some people, it is questionable whether they actually do that. I mean, you don't know, right? But like, I don't know. I think that if someone has a very, very well-trained body, it's unlikely that they don't do anything to keep it that way. Of course, some people are genetically gifted, but if you're not genetically gifted, you can still, you know, get some results. You can still improve on what you have. And that's the point, really. I want to spread the message that you can make changes and you can make improvements, but they should come from a place of loving yourself and loving your body and not hating yourself or hating your body. Okay, so what can we do to actively be more healthy? And then not just in a way where you go to your doctor and they say, oh yeah, your blood work is all good, like it's all good. No, that's like, yeah, health, but like we want like optimum health, like to be the optimum version of ourselves. I think we all have different struggles in terms of, you know, our genetics, different struggles in terms of where we come from as well, our environment. I have natural iron deficiency, so I need to take care of that more. I might have to eat more beef, for example, whereas someone else might be a vegetarian, so that's not going to be their thing. But the first thing you do need to do is figure out what your priorities are and think about what you truly want to put first. I can share with you what my priorities are. So my priorities are getting the most nutritional value for the amount of food that I'm eating. I used to eat a lot of cereals, bars, like just quick stuff, right? I am from the city. I live in a city. I am on the go a lot. I have like a job where I'm in different places all the time. So that is what I was kind of used to for a while. Change that completely. An apple and a chocolate bar might be the same amount of calories, even though they're not, but let's say if they are the same amount of calories. But the apple has real vitamins. It's a whole food. It has natural sugars, whereas the chocolate bar is artificially made. Those kinds of calories are going to go straight to your gut. It's not going to really be, they're not going to be processed in the same way by your body. I also care a lot about the strength of my bottom half, like my legs, my bum. I want them to be tight or tight-ish, and that is an aesthetic thing. I also care a lot about oral hygiene in terms of taking care of myself in general. I am meticulous about it, especially since I got Invisalign. I think you notice more when your teeth are not clean. I also have some people in my family who literally have no teeth, but yeah, so not close family members, but they're there. So I'm very aware that this could be, you know, a thing. I'm really on it with my skincare as well. Guys, I have acne prone skin. I had acne for so long. It comes in and out, right? I think I have a spot here, right? But I'm really on it. Literally, I have nightmares about having acne, so it's very important to me. You probably realize that a lot of my videos kind of are based on behavioral changes, lifestyle changes, and then how those changes kind of ultimately change things in your life, like the way you eat or how much exercise you get, how you look. If you haven't seen a video like that of mine, definitely check the link in the description box. I will put one or maybe two there. Those are the kinds of things that work for me, like setting myself up for success, organizing my life so that in a way that makes it easier for me to make the best decisions, the right decisions, the healthiest decisions. And that is what I do to make sure that I'm meeting those things. If you want to understand the general ways that you can make changes to your lifestyle that affect your behavior in general, then I would definitely watch the videos that I talked about. You basically make these little changes here and there, and then together they make a significant difference. Changes that just make you happier, healthier, and live a more beautiful life. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like the video if you enjoyed it, because then it tells me if, you know, you like these type of videos, what videos to do more of, less of, you know what I mean. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.